Can you hear us, Bishop Mansholt? Let's hope he's careful what he says when he thinks he's not on.
Morning. Good morning from Kansas City.
Good morning.
Good morning. I bring you greetings from the Central State Synod and from all the voting members here who are gathering here in Kansas City for Synod Assembly, which begins later today. Leonard, am I able to hear you? Very lightly, I can tell. I want to thank you for inviting me to address you this morning about the tornado that hit Joplin, Missouri on Sunday, May the 26th, May the 22nd. We are very grateful for the many expressions of concern that we have heard from throughout the church. We are grateful for your concern and for your prayers and for the love that you're showing for us as a partner synod in the ELCA. We hope your assembly is going well, and we pray God's rich blessing on your time together. It was just not even 2 weeks ago that this EF5 tornado descended upon the city of Joplin, or right in the heart of Joplin. Evening act. It cut a swath about a half-mile wide and 6 miles long, and came with such a suddenness and such force that caught many people totally unprepared and startled. As you also well know, people know about tornadoes, but often think it will not strike their own home, their own city. But here, instead of the tornado coming out in the middle of a less inhabited plains area of central part of the United States, it landed right in the heart of one of our cities. Joplin is located down the southwest corner of the state of Missouri, right next to the states of Kansas and Oklahoma. A place where many of the homes do not have basements, and so people were huddled on their inside of their homes and really struggling for survival over times of prayer. I remember meeting a Roman Catholic priest who said he was in the bathtub of his rectory, his face down in the tub, praying the Psalms and praying for really for God's will to be done. The entire church, the entire rectory just evaporated, took off from above him. And he himself, priest who served St. Mary's Catholic Church, was able to walk away from there and serves his people today. But over 8,000 homes and apartment complexes in the city of Joplin were hit. Over 300 businesses are suddenly out of, they're simply gone. They no longer exist there. Affected over 4,000 employees. It's nearly 1/3 of the stock of housing in the city of Joplin is now gone. And of course, you've heard the news that also one of our congregations, Peace Lutheran Church, was hit. And Peace Lutheran thankfully had no members who were killed, but 6 to 8 families either lost their homes totally or received, incurred really significant damage. I met with them the Wednesday evening following the storm, prayed with them, beginning with Psalm 46, God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Listen to their stories, stories of fear. This is the first time many of them had seen one another since the time of the tornado. And there were many warm embraces, prayers of thanksgiving, real grieving, a sense of loss, still in a state of shock, but then also taking the first steps as people of hope to step into the future and begin this long process of healing and recovery. As we meet here at the Central States Synod Assembly, we spend a good portion of our time tomorrow talking about long-term recovery. Certainly for the people of Peace Lutheran Church, but especially for the whole of the Joplin community. We're really grateful for the presence of Lutheran Disaster Response. It just so happened that Kevin Massey, the director of Disaster Response, and Mike Nevergall, the associate director, in Kansas City. The days following the tornado, for a meeting of VOAD. These are voluntary organizations active in disasters, and so they were able to accompany me to this meeting with Peace Lutheran Church. It's a wonderful time having them together and their experience and their expertise. We are grateful for the larger church, for this ministry of walking with people in long-term recovery. We're thankful for all people of goodwill, especially thankful for the gospel of Jesus Christ and for the good news of God's steadfast love and how God walks with us through times of great sorrow and is with us through people like you in the North Carolina Synod who lift us in prayer, and you are receiving an offering for us today. So I thank you and pray God's rich blessing upon your time together on your assembly.
Bishop Mansholt, can you hear us? We were told he probably would not be able to hear us, and I think that is the case. In the sound room, is your in contact?
I can hear you, Tammy.
Oh, you can hear? Oh, he cannot.
He can hear?
Could he hear? I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Very good. Okay, what we're going to do here, he can hear Tammy, who's up in the sound room. So we're going to say something. Tammy will tell Bishop Mansholt, and he can reply. Well, Bishop Mansholt, thank you so much for your time with us. We appreciate the ministry that we share. Now Tammy's telling me. And Diana has some wonderful news to share with all of us and with Bishop Mansholt.
Yes, I wanted to share with you that Calvary Concord has collected over $130,000 worth retail dollars worth of household items to be delivered to Joplin. Messiah Lutheran Church in Springfield will be distributing those items. If your congregation would like to contribute items, you can get those items to Calvary Concord.
Okay.
Listen to what he was saying. Then that would be added to what they're doing. First
of all, it sounds like you are all having a wonderful time at the assembly. I can hear the laughter. I can hear Bishop Bullock's voice vaguely in the background, but I'm unable to understand his words. But I understand one of your congregations working with Messiah Lutheran Church in Springfield and Pastor Dan Freeberg, that one of your congregations is bringing a truckload of furniture and supplies and gifts for help in recovery. We're very thankful for all expressions of support and some of them very personal and personable, and we're grateful for volunteer help, for offerings of all kinds of goods, and we thank you for your support and your care.
Well, blessings to you, Bishop Mansholt. We love you. We love the people there, and our prayers are with you as well as our
Thank you.
Thanksgiving.